Hey, welcome to Anna's dormer skylight video. I think timer started right now. You know, Anna had a question on. She was having issues with this. She calls it a skylight. I think it's a dormer, but it's a skylight dormer. Whatever. She was having issues with this, and I kind of got into this, and I think I learned a few things with skylights. I just want to share those with you. This is her plan. I think there's just a couple things I did before. A couple things I did to her plan. First of all, I think this wall right here, this is for Anna, was not aligned with the wall below, and I fixed that. And I think the other thing I did is I added a third floor to it. I always like an extra floor to my plans because you can't put a room on quote an attic level. So I create the attic as being a floor, so I can create a room on the attic level. And I'll show you why I did that, because I'll show you right now. This dormer right here is actually a room. So what I have here, I'm going to just go through this real quick. These are skylights that have a ceiling below. It has a shaft. Okay. These right here are skylights. Doesn't need a shaft because there's no ceiling below it. This is her dormer, which was created with a skylight hole that I'll talk about. This right here is a dormer that is in a sloped ceiling, and this dormer over here is actually created by a room on the third level. Okay, on the third level. So let's talk about first of all these skylights right here. If I go to my plan over here, I go down a level. Here we go, and I'm going to take a shot HJ. I'm going to take a shot right here. I'm going to take a look at this and see what I see. Here you go. No mystery here. These are skylights. These are skylights right here through a roof plane, right? Here they are, roof plane. You can actually look through that skylight and that skylight to the floor below. No mystery. I think the only mystery is what you might say is, well, if I take this skylight right here, what I do have the option of doing is I have the option of making a plumb side. Watch this, plumb side. Watch the plumb sides of. Yeah, okay, I'm going to cut a section through there just so you guys can see what I did. And this has a bearing later on down the road or something. I think it does. All right, HB, I'm going to show you what happened with the plumb sides. It's a skylight shaft. Oh, watch this. Here's the two skylights. This skylight here on the left. Oh, shit. This skylight here on. This skylight right here on the left has plumb sides to it. The sides are plumb. The skylight over here has square sides. That's the only difference there. Okay, next go back to here. Let's look at these skylights that go through a ceiling. You see, skylights through a ceiling. Wait a second. I don't have a hole in the ceiling over here, do I? I don't have a hole here, but I have a hole here. What's going on? If I look at this, you can see that this skylight shaft, this has a hole in it, doesn't it? I mean, it has a hole in the ceiling, but this other one doesn't have a hole in the ceiling, does it? Why? Why doesn't it have a hole in the ceiling? I'll tell you why it doesn't have a hole in the ceiling. Because I had actually moved, for manipulating things around, I'd actually moved this roof plane up one level. So if I go ahead and move it down one level, if I move this down one level, you'll see that the ceiling opens up. Because I have a floor above that roof. And usually, anyway, there. Now you see, now I got the holes in there, don't I? Now I have the holes that I just created because I have the roof plane now on the right level. So now let's take one more section W. Let's take a section through. Let's take a section through here. Let's look at these skylights real quick and see what happens. This is going to be some neat stuff here, I think, at F6. If you don't know it already, maybe you already know this kind of stuff. So here they are right here. Here's a section through those skylights. They're all square cut skylight shafts. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to take this skylight right here. I'm going to make a plumb cut. Look at the top left-hand corner. I'm going to make it a plumb cut, and you'll see what happens with the deal. Right? Look at it, plumb straight down. You like that? I don't know, but it's your option. It's an option. But now wait a second. These shafts. Why can't I change the size of the shafts? Well, of course you can change the size of the shafts. If you come over here and open the skylight right here, you can now go manually edit ceiling hole. Okay, manually edit ceiling hole. Okay, fine. So now I'm going to manually edit the ceiling hole, and now I'm going to zoom in on this thing. Watch this. I'm going to zoom in on the skylight. You're going to see what's just happened. Okay, so now I have two squares. Let's change the size of this. I don't know what this is. This is what is this? Oh, that is by the way, it is now turned into a, just so you know, that's a ceiling hole. That is the ceiling hole. It's defined as a polyline, as a polyline. That's what it says it is, but it's really a hole in the ceiling. And you know it's a hole in the ceiling. You know it's just not a polyline because if you look down here, bottom left-hand corner, bottom left, where my arrow is, you could turn it back into a polyline. Okay, you can turn it back into a polyline, but I'm not going to turn it back into a polyline. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this so I can see what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and put it on a ceiling planes, define copy, copy hole. So I know it's a hole, HOLE. I'm making it red. I'm going to make it a red color and make it really dash line, right? Right. Yep, here we go. Dash line right there. Okay, so now you can see. So now you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but the one's a paint, that's magenta. That's the skylight, and this is, look at the ceiling hole. Watch what happens to the ceiling, bottom left-hand corner. Look, I'm changing the size of the hole. I'm now changing the size of the hole separately from the size of the, you know what I'm saying, separately from the opening size. I'm flaring it out. I'm making it a flare, okay? So that's how you do it. You just take your skylight and open it up and make it so you can move them independently. Not a big mystery, I guess. By the way, these X's in here, these X's that you see here, I think are the shadows because I changed her shadows to show on all the views and blah, blah, blah. So that's all that is. So by the way, I can go over here and I can go UU and I can select this and I can go square sides. Just make square sides on this skylight if I want. And then there I got my square sides. All right, now square sides if you won't like that, but maybe I don't even want a skylight. Look, I'm just going to take the skylight off for that. So here I just took the skylight off. So now once you take that skylight off, now maybe you want to turn that into a, this is going to be tricky. Maybe I can do this on this. Maybe you want to put a dormer with flared, maybe I want to put a dormer there. You know what I'm saying? A dormer. I mean, walls on a roof and blah, blah, blah. Instead of a skylight, because you can see right there, I just got rid of the skylight. That's what happened there. Let's take a look at a different situation here. W. Let's take a look at F6. Let's take a look at a section right through this skylight here, right through that skylight right here, which is skylight dormer, whatever you want to call it. Right there, there it is, right here. This one here, right. That's what I'm going to go through. HB. Let's cut a section through there. And now you're going to see that this has a sloped ceiling, okay? Oh, there it is, the sloped ceiling, right there. All right? Well, you can see the sloped ceiling right there. Let's see, F6, and let's take a look at the inside, see what the inside looks like. HJ. Oh, jeez. I think when I had this CAD thing going, it just slows everything. Just pissed off. So here we go. So let's take a look at this. I can't explain that hole right there. I can't explain that funny little thing right there. I can't explain that. Do I want to? I don't think I want to explain it anyway. By the way, a second ago, which is interesting, I had a gap right here. I had a gap right here. Look, right between that ceiling and where this drywall, the wall drywall, didn't go all the way up to the ceiling. Is my point. And it does now, and I don't understand why it does now and it didn't before. I'm telling you, I had a plan where it stopped. I think it's a little glitch in the program. As I think, oh, look, I think that's a wall. Hang on, yeah, that's a wall. That's a little wall right there. I got rid of it. So this is just simply a dormer with a window in it. That looks pretty clean to me, right? Looks pretty clean to me. But wait a second. Timer done. I'll do a second part. That's the end of part one. I'll do part two in a second. Part two in a second.